Hiya crafters, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I just have a little quick haul from a cherry on top. Now this was mainly to get, let me open this up, check out the packaging here. This was mainly to get, set this aside, the newest collection of Catherine Pooler mini inks. This is the Apothecary collection. Look how gorgeous this is. So you may or may not know that I use Catherine Pooler inks all the time, but I don't collect the full-size pads. I only collect the minis, and then I purchase the re-inkers. So that's mainly what my order is today. I have 7 of the re-inkers. For some reason, the wintergreen wasn't available, so I'm going to have to order again. Oh darn. I'm so terrible. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm going to have to order again when that becomes available, because this is what I do. I order the minis and then I order the refills so that I don't need the space of the full-size pads. I can keep them in these little containers, which is how I like to store them, and then still have the ability to refill them as they dry out, which doesn't happen as much to me as I expected. But I'm going to open these up and I'm going to swatch them out so you can see how gorgeous they are. What I did is I printed off the website. You can get the free swatch sheets directly from Catherine Pooler on the website. It's free. If you add it to your cart, it's $0. You don't need to pay for something else or buy other things. You can actually just put it through like an order, but it won't charge you anything. And then you can download all of the swatch sheets like I've done here. And then you can also, these are all the kits that I have. I've got all of them that are available. And then you can also download this really cool Spa Collection color chart or the Party Collection. And these you can download free from the Catherine Pooler website as well. And you print off this other little circle and you can put a little brad in there, and then you have your very own color wheels with the Catherine Pooler colors. So these are the sets that I have already. I have Paradise Found. These are the designated between the Party Collection and the Spa Collection. So Spa Collection is one that we're adding today. But I have Paradise Found, Zen Garden, Urban Oasis, Beach Retreat, and in the Party Collection I have Life of the Party, Spring Fling, Carnival, Date Night, Luxe. This is for the neutral, and oh, looks like this Apothecary. So this is what we're actually going to stamp out today. I'm going to swatch these for you. But one other thing I got from the order, I noticed a new all-new 3D embossing folder that I hadn't seen yet. It's called Masonry Wall. How cool is that? Look at this. So you guys know I am a sucker for these things. And Altenew keeps coming out with new ones. So other than the stamp or ink pads here and the refills, this is all I got in this order. But I'm excited to play with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause this video a second, take all the wrapping off because nobody's got time for all that. And then I'll swatch these real quick for you. So hang tight. Okay, I'm back. I got all the plastic off of them. I got my little stamp chamois here. And I have my little swatching heart on acrylic block here, and I'm just going to start with the lightest colors first, just so it'll be easier to clean the stamp as I go. But I'm just going to stamp these. This is Whipped Honey. So my stamp is a little stained, so it's not going to be true to color as I'm loading it up with ink, but you'll certainly get the idea when I stamp it down here. So I'm going to go with Apricot next. Again, I'm just wiping, and these are a little tight when you first get them. Oh my goodness. About to see me launch it. They don't always stay that tight. It's just when you first get them, for some reason, they're squished very tight. Okay, Apricot. Oh, that's pretty. So the difference between the Spa Collection and the Party Collection is the Spa tends to be a little bit more muted, whereas the Party Collection is brighter and in your face. So this is wintergreen. I'm really excited to see this one. This is the one where I have to get the re-inker for it. Normally I'll put the whole set and the 8 re-inkers right in the cart and get them at the same time so I don't have to think about it again, but for some reason it didn't come in their order from Catherine Pooler, so I'll just have to go back. Oh, I didn't cover that very well. That is a really pretty color. It's like a mint. Well, I suppose it should be mint because it's wintergreen, but a nice light green mint color. Okay, and then do matcha. I love this color. Not a fan of matcha tea. I really should give it another chance, but I had a matcha latte. Wouldn't recommend. Kind of gross. I don't know if you like them, I apologize, but I was not a fan. Okay, so this has a lot more blue, whereas this is more yellow. So it's kind of a difference there. These are a little bit lighter than I expected. A lot of times, even if they kind of look pastel on here, they're so saturated with pigment that they tend to stamp darker than you'd expect. But these are actually stamping quite light. Okay, this is called Lilac. And one drawback of this stamp being stained a little bit, might be a little hard to see if I'm getting full coverage on it, but just a swatch sheet, not a huge deal. Lilac. Oh, that's really pretty. I like how muted that is. That's different. Okay, now we might as well compare Crushed Violet. Just making sure I'm drying this off. And they do dry back a little bit, so if they're extra dark, they will dry back just a little bit in my experience. Okay, Crushed Violet. Oh, that is really pretty. That is a really deep, proper, bluey purple right there, whereas this has a lot of pink. So those are fun. Okay, and then we have Ginger and Terracotta left. So Ginger, I'm excited about Terracotta. I feel like there's nothing even similar to that in the lineup so far. So Ginger, oh, that is really pretty. These are gorgeous colors. I feel like these are, I don't know, the Spot collection I feel like is colors that I'm drawn to that I feel like I wear in terms of clothes, but the party collection would be like what I'm visually drawn to in terms of like in your face color. So like what I like to look at, whereas like the Spot collection is more like what I'm more likely to wear because they're just more earthy, kind of deep, rich tones. So, oh my gosh, that terracotta is gorgeous. So here are the colors: terracotta, apricot, ginger, whipped honey, lilac, crushed violet, wintergreen, and matcha. So these are really kind of filling in some holes in the lineup, and I'm very excited about this. But you guys know as soon as these minis come out, I'm on them. I was a little late to the Luxe set. Thankfully, my friend Marcy told me they were out. That's why I have 2 of these so close together in acquiring them. But, oh, I love this. Very cool. So if you're interested in anything I showed you, I will link it in the video description box below. Again, these are from A Cherry on Top, which is a small business in Michigan that I love to support. So check them out. They have tons of stuff in their shop. And they also have brick and mortar too, which I haven't been to in person yet, but I do hope to get to at some point because it's kind of on the other side of the state from me, but I'll get there eventually. Anyway, thanks so much for spending time with me today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.